Good morning, students. Today's topic is very interesting topic, that is introduction to instant messaging. In this session, you will be introduced to the concept of instant messaging, the steps of creating an instant messaging account, and how to work with instant messaging software. Instant messaging. Instant messaging is the form of communication over the internet which offers instant transmission of message from sender to receiver. Or we can say it is the real-time communication with the user at the other end. Number of instant messaging softwares are there which include the option to perform file transfer, audio chatting, video calling, video conferencing, sharing desktop, etc. apart from the standard text messages or standard text chatting. Instant messaging is widely used nowadays for the personal use as well as for the commercial use. Initially, it was used only for the commercial purpose, but nowadays at every end, either it's personal or commercial, it is widely used, especially in this lockdown period. First popular instant messaging software was ICQ. It was launched in year 1996 and ICQ was taken over by American Online. American Online was leader in instant messaging in 1998. Key features of instant messaging. Main feature of instant messaging is that text messages similar to SMS can be sent to one or more than one person at a time. Another feature is audio calling and conferencing, means similar to the phone call, you can do audio call using instant messaging software. You can also do audio conferencing. Another feature is video calling and video conferencing, means at a time with the one person you can have a video calling or you can have a video conferencing. Video conferencing means people at people sitting at the different geographic location, they can have a video call with each other at a time. Next is file transfer. File transfer is not only limited to documents, because instant messaging softwares, they support file transfers of spreadsheets, audio files, video files, etc. Message history. Instant messaging softwares, they save the message for the future reference. Also, instant messaging is faster than any other mode of communication. Some of you might be thinking about that email is also faster. Using email, we can send any message or we can send any file from one geographical location to another geographical location within seconds. But in email, real-time response is not there, because to give the reply of the email, first of all the email user has to log into his or her account, and then after reading the message, he or she has to give the reply. But in instant messaging, response from the participant is instant. That's why it is faster than any other mode of communication. One more advantage is that user can connect from or to any other geographical location, means user किसी भी location पे available हो, regardless of the geographical location, user can connect to the instant messengers. Then another advantage is number of users at a time can communicate with each other using the video conferencing. That is also known as virtual conference. Not only the text messages, but documents, spreadsheets, any other electronic files, whether it's images, they can be attached and exchanged. One more advantage of instant messaging is that user can not only share text, but they can communicate through the audio or video, or they can even share their location, which helps in the navigation. लोकेशन शेयर करते हुए बहुत आप में से बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स ने आप प्रैक्टिकली भी देखा होगा. In WhatsApp also, we have the option using the Google Maps. We can send the location where we are to the another person. So that is the advantage of instant messaging. Some of the instant messaging softwares allow the users to view the messages received when they are not logged on. मीन्स कई बार ये होता है कि वो लॉग इन नहीं किया है उन्होंने इंस्टेंट मैसेजिंग सॉफ्टवेयर के थ्रू. अगर एप्लीकेशन, अभी टाइप ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर वी विल डिस्कस. सो इवन इफ दे हैव नॉट लॉग्ड इन, दे कैन व्यू द messages, and these type of messages are known as offline messages. Type of instant messaging software. There are two types of instant messaging softwares. One is application based, another is web based. Application based softwares are downloaded and installed on the user's devices. It can be computer, it can be mobile phone, smartphone, any device, any other device also. Some of the popular instant messaging softwares are Google Talk, Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Windows Live Messenger, Rediffball, etc. Now, web-based instant messaging softwares. These instant messaging softwares, they can be accessed using browsers such as Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, etc. And these softwares need not to be downloaded or installed. Examples are Yahoo Messenger for web, MSN Web Messenger, similarly Google Talk for web is also there, Meebo, eBuddy, etc. Google Talk. Before talking about Google Talk, some points you must note, students, that participant messaging to each other need to be signed into the same instant messaging software. Means जो participant message send कर रहा है या जो receiver है, they both have to sign in into the same instant messaging software so that they can communicate with each other. And to use instant messaging software, user must have a valid instant messaging account. Instant messaging account जो है वो differ करता है in formats. Some instant messaging softwares such as Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messenger, they use email addresses for managing the account, and software such as Skype, they use standard names. Now coming to the Google Talk. What is a Google Talk? Google Talk is an instant messaging service which provides both text and voice communication. This is developed by Google Incorporation. Google Talk can also be used for making video calls and view updates from the Gmail mailbox. It is available free of cost. It can be installed free of cost, and it is available as application based and web based both. For the application based version, users have to download and install the Google Doc application to their desktops, mobiles, laptops, etc. And for the web-based software, user can use any browser after signing into their Gmail account. Means they should have a Gmail account prior to using the Google Talk. Launching Google Talk. To launch a Google Talk, which is application based, you have to click on Start Programs. In Programs, you will have a Google Talk if it is installed. Then in Google Talk, again you will have a Google Talk option where you have to click. Then your Google Talk is launched. Another way is you can double click on the Google Talk icon on the desktop if it is available there. But make sure that before you start using Google Talk, you must have a Gmail account. And almost all of you know how to create a Gmail account earlier. If you don't know, then you have to learn it first. You can query if you are not able to create a Gmail account, then you need to have a list of contacts also which are available for the chat. If you don't have any contacts, you can add their Gmail account to your contact list by sending an invite. And if you do not have a Gmail account, you should create a Gmail account first. So both these things are needed. Your Gmail account and the person with whom you want to chat, his or her Gmail account is must if you want to use Google Talk. How to sign into your Google Talk account? To sign in with your Google Talk account, you have to give your username and a password. After signing into your Google Talk account, you will see a window similar to the one which is displayed in this slide, and now you can see that Google Talk application is ready for use. So students, that's all for this session.